Namaste, welcome in our 6th day of 15 days creating space challenge. Today, I'm going to share with you my favorite tools to deal with stress, to deal with anxiety, and how to really create a space that is free of stress, free of worries. Because sometimes we just attach ourselves too much to a lot of thoughts. We're too attached to our mind, and because of that, we keep being stressed. We have this pressure. We have a lot of tension in the body and mind. But there are so many ways of how to regulate our nervous system and how to use different techniques that come from yoga, from mindfulness, to help us relax even more. All right, so welcome everyone who's joining us for this session, whether you are whether you are joining each day or just today. Thank you so much for being here. And let's just start this talk today, this session today, just by coming back to this present moment. So just taking a few deep and conscious breaths. You can close your eyes for this if you feel comfortable to close your eyes. And just feel your breath. Simply noticing the breath. The breath can really tell us so much about our inner state, about how we are truly feeling. And just keep breathing naturally, noticing if your inhales are the same length as your exhales. If your breath is balanced, if your breath is harmonious. Inhales are connected with our ability to receive, because we are receiving the air. And exhales with our ability to give. So we are giving the air back, right? So maybe just notice if your inhales are longer or your exhales are longer, or are they the same length? Okay, just simply being aware. And maybe if you want, deepening your breath a little bit, inviting more air with each inhale. And with each exhale, just letting yourself know that you are safe here, that this is your safe space. And keep staying connected to your breath. Through I'm talking, just keep this intention of your conscious and deep breaths, okay? So whenever you are joining here, and if you want to share in the comments, what are some ways, what are some tools that are helping you with relaxing, pretty much with relaxing, with releasing stress, with relaxing. What do you normally use to help you relax? I used to be a very, very nervous person, a very anxious person. I used to worry about everything, and my mind was always going and always working. And very often I was feeling overwhelmed by my mind, by what was going in my head. I remember the first time I tried meditation. It was with one of my friends who suggested that we can just relax for a little bit, turning on some relaxing music and lying down on bed. And I couldn't relax. I completely couldn't just lie down and think about nothing and just focus on my breathing because there was so much ongoing in the mind. I thought that just lying down listening to music is silly because I had to do something. I had to study, I had to do this, I had to do that. I didn't want to, I didn't really allow myself to try it for longer, to stay in the space for longer and see how my body reacts to it. And then, few months later, a few months after that, I was struggling a lot with sleep. I couldn't sleep. So again, I came back to meditation because I heard that meditation really helps with controlling stress and with relaxing. And this has honestly helped me so much. I started with some guided meditations and they helped me so much. But at first, it was very difficult. My mind was really going crazy all the time, just thinking, feeling uncomfortable, maybe touching my hair, maybe scratching, thinking what I'm gonna do later, thinking about what happened before today. And I'm sharing all of this just to let you know that this is completely natural. It's very natural and very normal that when you are starting meditation, um, it's not easy for mind to focus and to stay still, especially when throughout all your life you have been thinking, being in this more doing instead of being, right? Then it's not natural for your mind. And it's also not natural for your body to just sit and relax, right? Sometimes sitting is uncomfortable, so you go lie down. Then lying down is uncomfortable, you start moving. There's a lot of kind of like a blockages, like a wall sometimes some people have when they start meditating. But the longer you do it, the longer you practice. If you don't give up the first time, if you don't give up the second time, if you don't give up the third time, it's gonna just get better and better and better. It's such a powerful practice that has so many benefits, and you can read about it. There is so much research about how meditation can help you release stress hormones, heal anxiety. A lot of anxiety comes simply from your mind, from thinking, and a lot of stress comes from thinking, right? So when we learn through meditation, we learn how to control our mind, how to be an owner to the mind instead of the mind owning us and the mind controlling us. The mind is just a very little part of us. There's so much more. So much more. There is awareness, right? Awareness and consciousness is not the same as mind. Thinking from the mind. Remember that, okay? So meditation is really so amazing with releasing the stress hormones, but it also has so many health benefits as well. It's amazing to help you heal to help you and assist you in healing heart problems. It's calming the heart, right? The blood pressure, if it's too high or too low, meditation can really help with that because it really regulates the system from within, regulates our nervous system, regulates our cardiovascular system. The breathing that we use in meditation uh, regulates our muscular system, our digestive system as well. So meditation is working on so many parts of our bodies, of our minds, that are incredibly beneficial for us, especially in these very busy times when everyone is just on their phone all the time, on their laptop. Everyone is so distracted. Meditation can really help you focus, refocus. This is um, one of the most important tools that really helps me and a lot of people who I know, a lot of people who I teach, a lot of my friends do, feel better, simply to feel better. And if you have tried meditation a few times and you are saying that it's not working for you, you can't focus, you still feel uncomfortable, then just find a guide, find a teacher who can help you with that. I also teach meditation classes. There's information in the link here in the description. If you want, you can just contact me for that, okay? But that's why I started with meditation as one of the first tools of dealing with stress, with anxiety, because it's such a powerful tool and it's something that we can use anytime. We don't need to have money to go and meditate, right? We don't need to go anywhere. We don't need any specific equipment. We can just meditate here and now. And from that, we are moving to breathing, right? The breathing is very often, it's the second stress management tool. And the breathing is very often an introduction to meditation. Very often when we are starting a meditation session, when we are starting yoga practice, we start with breath. Breath is such a powerful tool that we have with us every time, all the time. As long as you are alive, you are breathing. The first thing you done after you came into this world was the first breath, the first inhale. And the last thing you do when you leave your body, your physical body, when you die, is the last exhale. So we are breathing and breathing and breathing through our life, through the whole life. When we are happy, we're breathing. When we are sad, we're breathing. When we move, we're breathing. When we sleep, we're breathing. But a lot of us don't know how to use this breath in a conscious way. It's really not that hard. First thing to do is becoming aware of your breath. That's why we started today's practice, today's session, with simply focusing on the breath, noticing how is the breath today, noticing the inhales, noticing the exhales. And through that, through focusing only on the breath, your mind is switching this constant talking, is switching from thinking about the past or about the future and is coming more to the present moment, to here and now. So this is the first thing about breathing, that it helps to relax your mind. Like I was saying before, it also engages the inner systems in our bodies, right? And it really engages the parasympathetic nervous system that is responsible for rest and digest response. So we have sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic. Yes, sympathetic is more for fight or flight response. Yeah, so it's more action, it's more reacting to things. It's very good, it's very, it's keeping us from danger as well. Yeah, but a lot of people stay for too long with this activated sympathetic system. They think they need to protect themselves. They are tensing the body, they are stressing the body instead of going to the side of resting and relaxing. When you are worried, when you are stressed, tensing and stressing even more doesn't help you in any way. What you can do to regulate your system from within, simply breathe and focus on the breath. And there are so many different breathing practices that can help you, so much to choose from. There's so much accessible on YouTube as well. I've got a lot of here on YouTube, different breathing practices. But you can even do it without any specific technique. You can simply inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And you can also start with counting as well. Counting the breath, again, it really focuses the mind on one specific thing. So sometimes also when you're dealing even with pain, whether it's physical, mental, emotional pain, your breathing can really help to release the pain. Sometimes meditation and breathing works as a painkiller. We are able to heal ourselves from within. We are able to release these healing hormones to the body through the practices, through being aware. Not always depending our healing and any change, any transformation on the outside world, but always first trying from within, right? So we've got amazing 4-7-8 breathing practice, which is extending the exhale, which is again working on the parasympathetic nervous system. We got a square breathing where we inhale, hold, exhale, hold for the same amount of time. We got alternate nostril breathing when we just breathe through one nostril at a time for balancing and grounding yourself. So committing yourself to the practice of the breath, doing the breathing practice simply when you wake up, taking 5 minutes just to breathe, to fill yourself with life force energy. When you go to sleep, instead of thinking, planning, come back to your breath. Do a calming breathing practice to help you relax and help you fall asleep better. Okay, so all of these breathing practices are so amazing. And not only using this as an exercise, but also and especially in the stressful situations when you feel like the tension from the inside is building up. You are going through a lot of different emotions. You're going through some craziness in your head. Come back to breath. When you're going through pain, come back to breath. When you're going through anger, come back to breath. Let the breath relax you and release tension. And another tool that I also wanted to talk about is the yoga practice, okay? So all of these practices they are all connected, yeah, yoga, breathing, meditation, they are all connected through awareness. So I would say that first thing, if you are struggling with a lot of stress, or if you're struggling with, if you can't control your emotions very often, if you feel like your mind is overwhelming you, first of all is always developing awareness, becoming aware. What am I feeling right now? How am I experiencing this in my body on the physical level? How am I experiencing this in my mind on the mental level through my thoughts? How am I experiencing it through my emotions, emotional level, emotional body? And then through energy, what energy are going through me, what energies are going through me. Notice that, become aware of these 4 bodies, and then there is the 5th body that is a spiritual body. So when we align all these 4 bodies, when become aware of this, and that, we're going to the 5th body, which is spiritual body, which is our inner wisdom, which is our soul. So slowly we leaving the layers, letting go of these layers. What stays is awareness. The space of awareness is vast and is always expanding, is infinite, and it's also never changing. Your thoughts are always changing, sometimes changing even during 1 minute or even 10 seconds. Your emotions are changing. Your energy is changing. Your life situation is changing. People in your life, your friends, whatever is going on with, your job, finances, all of that, this is changing. All of these things can change. So when everything is changing, when a lot of things are unstable, where there's a lot of crazy and chaos, what is never changing is awareness. So please make it a conscious choice and make it your number 1 priority to develop your awareness. The more you develop your awareness, the more freedom you will experience in your life. The less suffering, the more love, the more peace. Through awareness, naturally, there comes more peace, because you are not so reactive and you are not attaching yourself so much to anything that is happening in your life, you know? Okay, this is happening. Okay, I accept it. Okay, this person said something to me. Okay, I accept it. Okay, my financial situation is like this and that. Okay, I accept it. Sometimes you can ask yourself, is there anything I can do in this situation right now to improve it, to improve my inner state? If yes, then do it. Take any actions that will help you. If not, remember that worrying never helps you in any way. Worrying is just sitting and thinking, 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 thinking. Most often, a lot of our worries, a lot of things we are afraid of, a lot of things that we are worried about never happen in our lives. We worry about this, we spend so much time, so much energy on worrying about something, and in the end, turns out so much better. In the end, turns out we didn't have to worry. So be aware of what is happening inside you. Yeah, there are a lot of different tools. I can tell you do this, 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 and that, okay? But the first thing that is the most important is simply developing awareness. If you don't have awareness, if you are not conscious, you will very easily keep falling into these holes of emotions, into the holes of thoughts, thinking about this, about that, attaching yourself to up to this situation, to this thing, to that person. Then these things can always change. But the awareness, the space of awareness is never changing. So this is where the true power is, right? Being aware, and how we can do it, like I was saying at the beginning, first through breathing, through meditation, through the practice of yoga, right? A yoga practice was actually created to help people sit more comfortably in meditation, right? So the aim of yoga, when they just started practicing in India and sharing it, wasn't to make your body look amazing, feel amazing, to do any cool posture, to do all the cool postures and all of that. But the main goal of it was to prepare you for meditation, for sitting comfortably in meditation. Because when you are in meditation, when you feel comfortable with your body, so this is preparing your body, when you feel comfortable in your mind, then you can go deeper. Then you can go deeper to the space of awareness, and you can expand, and you can create a different and a healthy experience. Always remember that you have the power and that you are in control. A lot of anxiety, a lot of nervousness comes from thinking that the situation is bigger than me, right? That I can't change it. So it feels, it feels very overwhelming. But the secret is that you can actually control. You can control anything that is happening in your mind and through that in your life. So if you struggle with a lot of stress, with a lot of negative thoughts, what you need to do, start creating new healthy thoughts. Start creating something new, something fresh, new patterns, you know. Our mind learns through repetition. So if you just do meditation once, if you just do some practice once, all right, it's amazing. I feel good. You can feel good a few minutes after that, but then you forget and you come back to your old and unhealthy habits. But if you keep coming back to meditation, if you keep coming back to your practice, every day can be at least for 5 minutes, then 10 minutes. Whether it's meditation, whether it's breathing, whether it's simply going out for a walk and enjoying, appreciating nature. Connection with nature is also so healing and so important to regulate our stress hormones as well, right? So going for a walk, being connected to nature, listening, simply listening. Sometimes we love to talk. We love to talk, 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 talk. But we forget to listen, to slow down. So slowing down is something that will help you to quiet your mind, okay? When the world is crazy, when the world is very intense, when everything is so fast, slowing down will create the space that you need, create a space to relax, create a space to simply be, to love yourself, doing little practices as well, like maybe some looking at the mirror when you are in the bathroom, saying, I'm strong, I'm beautiful, this will be an amazing day, starting to talk yourself in this way instead of, oh, again, it's rainy, it's cloudy, oh, I'm so tired, It's a lot of things really depend on how you are narrating it in your head, and you have the power to change it. Thank you so much, Paul. Not every Saturday evening, but we are doing this challenge now for 15 days. So it's every day at 7:30 UK time. Every evening we meet till next Monday. Next Monday, okay? So all the information is as well on my channel here, if you are interested in joining and practicing more. So today we just got this little talk, and we are going to wrap this up soon, since it's almost 30 minutes now, which was supposed to be just 10 minutes. But what I want you to remember from this talk, from this session, is to commit to develop your awareness. I know it's not easy. I know sometimes you're too tired, too lazy, all of that, but you don't really have to put so much effort. It doesn't require a lot of effort. Simply little steps, little steps. What can I do today to make myself feel better? What can I do today to make me feel less stressed, Sometimes when you're tired after a whole day of work, coming back home, you start going on Instagram, going on social media, scrolling, watching movie, whatever it is. And again, you keep your mind busy. But how about instead of that, you decide to take 10 minutes for a breathing practice? And I promise it will make you feel better than watching Instagram for 10 minutes. Or how about doing some stretches? Even when the body is tired, very often when the body is tired, it actually needs some care. It needs some love. So doing some gentle stretches will help you a lot as well. So simple little steps that you can take every day to improve your mental health, to invite more peace into your life. And if you need any guidance, I share one-to-one sessions as well, stress management, anxiety release, that I have been dealing with. For a long time, I have been dealing with anxiety and stress, and I have tried so many things. Some of them helped, some of them didn't help. So I'm sharing with you from my experience what helped me, so I know it is true. And just be open, just be open. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and stay connected to your inner space. When the outer space is crazy, when the outside is crazy, you can always come back within. You can create this safe and powerful space within, safe, loving, and healing space that you can always retreat to. And this will give you so much power and so much freedom. Beautiful, my darlings. Let's just take one breath together. Deep inhale and full exhale. Big smiles. Let me know how are you feeling. Let me know if this little talk, this session helped you in any way. And yeah, like I said before, I've got lots of meditations, breathing practices, and yoga practices here on my YouTube. So if if you want to support me when you practice, leaving a comment, leaving a like, it really helps me to expand, to grow. My channel is growing very, very slowly, but I know that a lot of people nowadays need this space of peace, need this space of relaxation. So let's create the space, let's create this community. I would love to connect with you more and more often. Create more online meetings, create face-to-face meetings here as well in Liverpool, like a big group session, so we can all share and we can all expand and we can all create a healthy and powerful experience for ourselves. Thank you all so much. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, John, as well. And whenever you watch this session, please let me know how it was for you, okay? I'm sending you so much love, so much peace, and I hope to connect soon. Namaste.